Hi, good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Hi.
Hi. So, yeah, I understand not everyone has, a great camera on their computer or great audio. So if you just want to, if you ever want to answer questions through chat, that's totally fine too. So feel free to, unmute yourself or whatever to say something or answer questions or just in the chat. No worries. So everybody's here for Math 33. Good times. It'll be fun. It's kind of weird. Do you feel like do you all feel like you're glad it's on Zoom, or do you kind of wish it was in person in the classroom? What do you think?
I kind of wish it was in class, but I'm glad that it's not just online, that there is Zoom.
Yeah, that's
You can
true.
like see the lecture, that it's not just strictly like online. Yeah. So I was like, how am I going to learn math online? At least there's the video.
Yeah, you're right. It's tricky to learn math online. I think some classes it's okay online, because like the classes where you're just mostly reading, that's probably fine. Because yeah, it doesn't really matter. But math that's a tough one online. So yeah, I understand. Yeah. And then last semester I taught this class, Math 33, was in person. And then I got the feeling everybody that came, they said, why isn't this on Zoom? I wish it was on Zoom. And that's, oh, well, okay. I was just curious if that group just happened to be the type that wished it was on Zoom, and I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, so this is Math 33. I guess if you're logging into the Zoom session, then you already know that. Otherwise, I don't know how you got here, right? But I think yesterday I gave anyone that was on the wait list permission to add this class, if you were on the wait list. And then also I took all those people, the same people, and I added or gave permission to add the corresponding Math 111 as well. Because I think Math 111, the corresponding class, there's no way to put yourself on the wait list or something. So if you were on the wait list for this class yesterday, I gave you permission to add, and then also permission to add the Math 111 corresponding class. But if you've put yourself on the wait list since then, I guess, well, then maybe, I don't know how you got, I don't even know if you got here, because you'd have to be in. Anyway, I'm going to go check after this class, see if there's anyone new on the wait list, and then give them permission to add as well. So don't worry, everyone that's on the wait list will be able to be added and everything. So today, don't worry, today will just be kind of an introduction and then answering any questions and just kind of going over the syllabus maybe and looking at Canvas and everything. And I hope you don't mind. I'm going to try to remember to record all our Zoom sessions, only because that way, if someone misses a day because they're sick or I don't know, or something, they had to take their kid to school or whatever, then you could watch the lecture and then complete your work, on your own. So I hope you don't mind that. I won't share it with anyone outside this class. It's not like I'll say, hey, with all my family, here's this video. You want to watch this video of all my of me teaching this class? No, it's just us. Okay, no one else will see it. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think anyone else wants to watch it because this class. Yeah, math, no one wants to look at math stuff if they don't have to, right? Usually. But anyway, let me stop babbling. This class, especially if you're new to MJC, you're not, I don't know, you haven't been here that long. So the Math 111 is supposed to be kind of like your first STEM major math class, I guess. So if you're planning to major in science, technology, engineering, math, then this is kind of like your track that you'll be taking. It's almost like I think of this class as pre-calculus. It's like, yeah, if you didn't get into pre-calc for whatever reason, usually it's because you didn't take something in high school or I don't know, whatever. This is a good class because I honestly, when I was in college, I wish I had this class. This class didn't exist. I just took pre-calc and I was way in over my head and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. It would have been nice to have this class. So I think it's a good one. But the funny thing is a lot of the material in this class, well, I guess the Math 111 is the same as in pre-calc. So after this, you'll take pre-calc and you'll notice a lot of the same material. So if it seems that like Math 111 gets difficult at times, I think that's pretty normal, and you're just ask for help and just, yeah, I think you can get through it. But just know that it's not like this material is easy. It's pre-calc material pretty much. We just don't go over all of it. But that way it'll be easier when you finally see pre-calc stuff. hope that makes sense. Yeah. But if you're in a major, or if you're kind of undeclared, you don't know what your major is, and you weren't really sure what class to take. And if you think you're probably not going to major in STEM, the science, technology, engineering, math, maybe talk to me after class or email me and we can see if you even need this class. Because yeah, if you're not going to be a STEM major, this class is almost too difficult. So that you don't need it. So you could take a different, like statistics or math 101, something a little easier. And yeah, but if you think maybe you're going to be a STEM major, then you're in the right place, I think. Anyway, that's a lot of information. Like I said, today we'll just kind of do introduction and I'll kind of see who's here, who's not, and then answer questions, go over the syllabus. That's pretty much it. But the Math 111 portion of this class combination is, everything's online. I don't know if you've already seen if you haven't even looked at Canvas yet, don't worry about it. Maybe that's what we'll go do now. I'll share my screen. Let's see, so you could see kind of what Canvas looks like. Let me see if I can log out. So it looks like kind of what you might see. Okay, log out. So I think you can see my screen now, hopefully. Yeah, okay. You just go, if this might be boring because if you've been at MJC for a while, you might, you already know this, but if you're brand new to the school or it's not familiar to you, on the MJC homepage, you can click on kind of the top right corner. There's a link for Canvas. That's where all our stuff is going to be located. And you log in. Let's see, I log in, and then you should see a list of all the classes you're taking right now. Here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, I need to put mine in a better order because I have all my old classes at the top. There we go. Then I see my math 33 for this semester. Oh no, that's spring 2021. Oh my God. It was the right name of the class, but it was the wrong year. The spring part was right, but the year was not right. 2023. I can't believe I'm gonna have a really hard time writing that when I write the date. I'm probably still writing 2021. Shoot, I don't even know if I'm writing 2023. Okay. So this portion, Math 33, as we meet on Zoom every Tuesday, Thursday, well, I'll be kind of trying to review something from algebra because MJC no longer offers an algebra class. So just in case you're not ready for all the pre-calc topics because you don't have the background necessarily, or you've forgotten maybe, we'll be going over factoring and kind of graphing and the XY coordinate system, this is the kind of things that you would need in order to succeed in Math 111 pre-calc. So I'll kind of go over something and almost like teaching maybe kind of quickly because it's supposed to be review and we don't have that much time. And then we'll do a worksheet. So every Tuesday and Thursday, except today, we'll have a little worksheet that we'll work on, and we'll, a lot of times I think we'll work on part of it together. And then once maybe we all feel pretty comfortable with the material, we'll either individually finish the rest of it, or we'll break into groups and work on it that way. I know everybody hates breaking into groups, but I think that helps because then there's some people that don't understand and then another person can help, and et cetera, et cetera. So right now there's not a whole lot in our Math 33 Canvas page. It's pretty blank. That's, I guess, because we haven't really done much. I think they have the one announcement and that's it. But pretty soon we'll see. I'm going to create a new module for this week where all it's really going to have is maybe today's recording of this orientation meeting, so that way you can watch it later if someone missed it. And then it also have the worksheet for Thursday, and I'll try to record that Zoom session as well, so you can view it later, or someone, if they missed it, they can view it later. So that's kind of how it'll look. It'll look like week 1. Here's a worksheet we did on Tuesday, and also the recording for that day. Okay, and then so you'll work on it. It's up to you if you want to print it out physically and then write on it, or somehow digitally write on it if you have a stylus pen or some way, some program on your computer to complete it. But either way, then if you do it physically, of course, you could just kind of take a picture of it or scan it and then upload that to Canvas. There'll be within that worksheet, you'll on Canvas, you'll see there's a upload part. It's kind of an assignment. So, and we'll definitely get more into that on Thursday, but that's really all you'll see in Math 33. It'll just be the recordings of our Zoom meetings and the worksheets themselves and where you upload them. But there won't be any other homework besides the worksheets, or no quizzes, no exams. This class is it's supposed to be just a companion class that helps you get ready for the Math 111 material we'll be going over quick or soon. Does that make sense? Yeah, there won't be much going on in Math 33, just a bunch 2 worksheets a week, sometimes only one, because like this week. Yeah. Does that sound okay? Any questions so far? Sorry, I know I'm kind of babbling a lot. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to, either put them in the chat or just unmute yourself and go ahead and ask whatever. Yeah, I think there's a way to raise your hand in this too, but either way, you can just unmute yourself if you want to. No worries. So now I've moved over to the Math 111 Canvas page. And you might, I don't know if you just added the class from the wait list or you haven't added yet, this probably won't, the Math 111 and Math 33 won't appear on your Canvas page yet, but I think once you add in the class, it may take a day or so, I think, for it to appear in your Canvas, but this is what the Math 111 looks like. The first module is just kind of an introduction. It tells you our class schedule, for example, here. That's a good one. It kind of tells you how many sections of homework are due this day or that day. And this is for Math 111. Like I said, Math 33, there's no homework. It's just those worksheets that we work on together. So this is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of confusing maybe. But the idea was the first column tells you what week you're in. So if you're thinking, okay, what's due this week? I want to know because I have a busy week and I have to, I don't know, I have a lot of work, or my kid has soccer practice, or whatever the case may be. We're in week 1 right now. The first thing to do is just try to gain access to MyMathLab. And we're going to talk about how to do that soon if you haven't already done that. There's no homework due this week until Saturday. Excuse me. But usually there's a homework section due on every Wednesday this semester and every Saturday. And that might seem kind of random, but it's just because I used to do where they're all due on the same day, like Sunday or Saturday. Excuse me. But I noticed a lot of students would just wait until that day, like 2 hours before the due date, and then they'd say, oh, wait, I don't have enough time to finish it all. So I think it seems to kind of help spreading it out, make one section due this day, one section due that day. But if you think, wait, but I work on the weekdays, so how am I going to do homework on a Wednesday, or vice versa? Like I work on the weekends, but how am I going to do homework on a Saturday? All the homework that's in MyMathLab, you should be able to do early. So even though they're due on Saturday, you could still do them early. There's no penalty, or they're all available to do now. You could do them ahead of time. So yeah, if you know you're working Saturday or you're busy, you could just work on the homework some night this week early, and then yeah. So that there are concrete due dates for the homework and the quizzes in this class, Math 111, but you don't have to work on them that exact day. As long as they're done by that day, that's fine. You could do them early. I even had it was a long time ago, maybe 5-10 years ago, a student, she said, what if I do all the homework in 2 weeks? Can I do that? And I said, okay, I guess. Yeah, good luck with that. And then she did it. I couldn't believe it. So that just shows that you can do all the homework early if you want. I don't know how she did that. That kind of blew my mind. I wouldn't advise that. You're going to probably lose your mind trying to do all the homework in 2 weeks. But yeah, there's always going to be a homework section due every Wednesday, one every Saturday. And then every Friday, this column kind of goes for Friday. So sorry, this schedule is kind of confusing, but this column is for what's going on every Wednesday, because there's always 1 or 2 sections of homework due. And then there's nothing going on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, but Friday. Every Friday, there's either a quiz on Canvas or there'll be an actual test, like a midterm or whatever. So this week, there's no quiz because we're just still kind of getting used to everything. And I just want to make sure you gain access to MyMathLab and stuff. But other than that, every week there'll be, okay, here's a quiz on what you learned the previous week. And it'll be linked in Canvas. And then every week there's a quiz, except for example, in this week, week 5, there's a midterm. So you either have a quiz or a midterm on every Friday, but not both. If you have a midterm that Friday, you're not going to have a quiz. Don't worry about that. And then the last column, yeah, like I said, is for Saturdays. There's some homework due every Saturday, but again, you can do it early if you can't make it on the Saturday. And I think at first it seems like, oh, wow, there's a lot of homework. This Saturday, there's 2 sections due, 1.4 and 2.1. But I think if you've taken algebra 2, or I don't know what they call it nowadays, intermediate algebra, then it's fairly simple because it should be reviewed. So I think it'll be okay. Maybe start on it as early as you can, though, just to be safe, so you have enough time. And then next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow. Yeah, a week from tomorrow, there's these 2 sections due. It seems like a lot, but it's because in the beginning, it's kind of a lot of review stuff. So it's it's not too bad, but as we go, and as you can see in week 3, there's only one section of homework due on Wednesday and one due on Saturday, and that's kind of how it'll go from then on. Weeks 1 and week 2, there's kind of 2 sections of homework due Wednesdays and Saturdays, but as we get to week 3 and on, there's only one Wednesday, one Saturday, so it's kind of calms down and slows down. So that's kind of the idea. That's a good place to go if you're if you're planning for midterms, for example, because everything in Math 111 is asynchronous. You can do anything. You can do homework or quizzes whenever you want, but midterms and finals, you have to do it. You have to be there at that certain time. And I'll get more information to come, but the midterms and finals, it'll be on Zoom, kind of like this. So I'll set up a Zoom meeting, and I'll email you or put the actual midterm in Canvas. So that way everybody logs into Zoom, and then you open the midterm. It's a PDF in Canvas, and either kind of like with the worksheets that we'll do in Math 33, you can either print them out and work on it physically, or you could just copy the problems. You see them on the computer, you copy it on a piece of paper, and then work on them that way. Or you could work on it digitally if you have a stylus pen, or you have a program that can do that. That's how kind of the midterms and final will go. We have a set time to take them. You can't just take it anytime. So is that the right time? Yeah, I think it is the right time. Oh, so just to make it super simple, I forgot I did that. Our Math 111 midterms and final will be actually during this class. So that way we don't have to set up a separate Zoom session. The Thursday, September 29th at 8:45 a.m. That's a day that we meet in this class, Math 33. But instead of doing worksheets and going over, review stuff, we'll just say, oh, here's the midterm. Work on it for this whole class period of 1.5 hours. And yeah, so it's pretty simple. So pretty much just keep coming to the Math 33 meetings, and you won't miss a midterm or final. Yeah. So we got one midterm on the 5th week of class, and then another one in the 11th week of class, and then the final exam is the last week of class. Yeah. Sorry, I feel like I probably said too much on that. I'm sorry. Maybe too much information. But I'll try to go over the syllabus too. But if you've already kind of gotten access to my math lab, which is the way in which you'll do the homework and the quizzes, then don't worry about this. But if you haven't gotten access to my math lab yet, then this is what you want to do: is go to Canvas. And if you're not enrolled in this class yet, you're gonna have to wait until you enroll in this class. You're no longer on the wait list. Then you'll see this course appear in your Canvas page. Then you can come to our course in Canvas and click on this, my lab in mastering. When you click on that, I think it'll guide you through the steps. So first it'll say, have you ever used a Pearson online homework thing before? Whether it's my math lab, or sometimes I think psychology uses it too, my stat lab, or different subjects use it. So if you already have a username and password, just go ahead and log in with that. Even if it wasn't a math class, it's fine, as long as it was my something lab from Pearson. But if not, you can just create a username and password, and then it's going to ask you, do you want to pay for? Oh, sorry. Jenny asked, is this class not only Tuesdays and Thursdays? Oh no, you're right. This class, the Math 33 is only on Tuesdays and Thursdays that we meet for Math 33. Yeah, you're right. But Math 111 is, everything's online. You're just doing your homework. They're due on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but you can do it whenever you want, any time of the day, any day before the due date, So it's kind of confusing. Yeah. I hope does that answer what you asked? I'm sorry. This Math 33 is only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This is the only days you have to be, somewhere online, I guess, at a certain time. Other than that, you're just kind of working on the homework and the quizzes at your leisure, whenever it's convenient for you and stuff. Yeah, but the Math 33, we meet every Tuesday, Thursday at this time. Today will be a shorter day because we're not doing any actual worksheets and stuff. But yeah.
Is there a Zoom meeting for 111?
No.
I'm a little confused. I thought that these were like combined.
Yeah, I guess, technically there's no Zoom meeting for 111. It's just, I have let me see if I can show it. Let's get this guy out of here. Go to the home.
There's just work done, like due on.
Yeah, pretty much. Because let's see. Yeah. So I think when you log into this Math 111 class in Canvas, this is what pretty much what you'll see. The first module, they call it, this one to start here, it just has a lot of kind of information you'll need just if you have any questions or anything. And maybe we'll look at the syllabus too pretty soon, just in case there's information on there that I forgot to mention today. But after that, after that module's over, you should see the week 1 module, and that contains, it's pretty much going to go lecture video, homework, and lecture video, homework, and then a quiz maybe thrown in there. Right now, I think you can only see week 1. I need to publish week 2 for those, that want to get ahead. I see week 2, but you probably don't see it right now because I haven't published it yet. But let me click on the first video. So I try to put it in order of the things you should do. You should look at this lecture video first. Let's see if it'll show it. Yeah, okay, Jenny, I'm glad I answered your question. Good, thank you. Because sometimes I think I answered it and everybody's like, that's not what I asked. I don't know what you were trying to answer there, but that didn't answer my question. So good. But since this class, it's asynchronous, there's no physical meeting, but the material is not easy. I don't think you could really teach yourself. I mean, I couldn't. So there's lecture videos. It's
Hello,
me.
everyone.
Oh God,
Welcome to our first video.
I'm not trying to hear my own voice. Oh my God. It's me going over kind of examples from the section that we're covering for that homework, and kind of going over definitions and stuff. So it's a YouTube video that I made.
Today we're going to be talking about.
Right here. Yeah. So it should, and they're usually kind of long. I know if I don't want it to be long, but they're usually about 45 minutes. I noticed it's kind of like if you were in class, this is the topic we're covering and this is how you do this thing. Here's some examples we want to go over. But the good thing about just watching the videos is that if you kind of already know how to do it, you can kind of fast forward the video. You could say, I think I already know how to do this. Let me fast forward it and see if the answer that she got is the same as what I would get. That's kind of nice. Otherwise, you're just sitting in the back of a classroom like, oh, I got to sit here for an hour and listen to this thing and I already know how to do it. But hopefully watching those videos is kind of like being in class. Hopefully that was the idea. And then once you watch the video and you take notes, which that reminds me, I can't remember if I sent an email to you or a different class, but I have the Math 111, all the notes, the blank notes from the lecture videos, a big PDF file. I had it printed out and I had it sent to the bookstore. I think the bookstore is on the East Campus in the big student center building. So as you watch these videos on Zoom, let's see, you'll see that pretty much it's just a PDF I'm working on and I'm writing on. But those PDFs, the blank ones where the examples aren't worked out, so you can get those from the library, or I'm gonna try to link the PDF in the chat right now in case you just want to have the PDF and write on that. So that's the idea, is you kind of write on that PDF or the printed out version of it as you watch the lecture videos. Because that way you don't have to write down all the definitions and all the technical stuff. All it is here, I have it in front of me, no need to write it down. I'm just following along and writing down the steps to the examples. Because I think that's probably the easiest way to learn without wasting a bunch of time, you writing down all the definitions and stuff. Let's see if I can find that thing. Well, how about, I'm gonna just upload it onto Canvas and email it to you. I hope you don't mind, because I can't find it right now, but I will, after this class, I'm going to upload it's a big old PDF file. So I don't know if you want to print it out. If you live far away from campus, then you might not want to go get it, but it's a free copy. You just go to the bookstore and say, hey, I'm in Math 111 with Mrs. Yu, and I want the free notes that she gave, and they'll say, okay, here you go. It's just a big old packet of notes. Yeah. And you can write on it as you view the lectures. Hope that makes sense. And then the idea is, yeah, you have your notes there. You've taken notes for the lecture video, and now the next thing in the module is the homework. And after you've gotten access to MyMathLab, you click on the MyLab and Mastering over there, and it'll ask you to either pay for access to MyMathLab. At that point, you put your credit card information in, or maybe you've already bought the code in the bookstore on Amazon. They'll give you an option. You can type it in there. So either paying for access to MyMathLab as you're clicking on stuff here in Canvas, you pay for it there, or if you already bought the code, then you just type in the code that you bought. So it should give you options. And then the third option is they have a 2-week free trial. So, if you think, in 2 weeks, I think I'll have the money for it. Right now, not so much. You could just work on the homework for 2 weeks for free. And then in 2 weeks, MyMathLab will say, hey, you need to pay now. that's a good option. And also, if you're not sure if you want to be in this class, if you think, well, based on my major, I don't know if I need to be in this class, but I kind of want to stay in for the time being, that's a good option. You can still work on the homework just in case you want to stay in the class, do the 2-week free trial. And then if you still want to stay, then pay for it after the 2 weeks. But if you realize you don't want to take this class, then you could drop the class and you didn't have to pay for, the access. Sorry. So sorry. I saw someone had a question. So will midterms and finals fall on Tuesdays? Or yeah, you're right. And the 2 midterms and I think the final 2, but the 2 midterms are definitely on I forget, Tuesday or Thursday. They're in the schedule, but they're just during this class, the Math 33 class, which is confusing. I just thought that would be easiest so that you're already planning to be here anyway. You don't have to like make another plan to to be a different Zoom class. Yeah, so midterms and final will be on Tuesday, Thursdays. And someone else asked, where can I buy the code? Okay, so the bookstore on campus has the code, but I think it's more expensive than it has to be because I think they want to make a profit. So if you don't have to, I know some people are in a program where they have to buy the book or buy the code from the bookstore. Okay, then that's fine. But if you could buy it anywhere, I would just say, I think the cheapest, you could buy it on Amazon or, online, but I've had it before where a student says, oh, I bought my code, on Amazon and it's coming in the mail. But then I think a couple weeks go by and they still haven't gotten it. And they're thinking, oh, okay, well, I can't work on the homework for these 2 weeks because the code hasn't come yet. So I think the best way is just pay for it or buy the code as you click on MyLab and Mastering. So that's probably the easiest way if you haven't already paid for it. I'd say go to this class, Math 111 in Canvas, and then click on this MyLab and Mastering. And mine, I'm already logged in, but it'll prompt you. It'll say, okay, either log in or create a username and password. Either way, you log in or create a username and password. And then it'll say, how are you going to pay for access? Do you already have a code? If you already have a code, then type it in right here. But if you don't already have a code, it says, do you want to just pay for it here? And I think that's the best, easiest option, probably just pay for it right on the spot. It'll prompt you. Yeah. Or if you already, like I said, if you already have a code, then it'll say, here, type it in here. If you don't have one, here, pay for it now. But it's up to you, or on Amazon, or whatever website. But you don't really know if the code's going to come in time, So that's tricky. And I think for the code, there are 2 options. It'll say, do you want this cheaper option? I think it might be $70, I think, versus there's one that's how much? I think 120. I think it's about that. And I say, which one do you want to do? Just do the cheaper one. We don't need this expensive one. I think the expensive one, it's only if you're in a class that kind of is a 2-parter class, kind of like pre-calculus. I don't know if you've looked into it, but our pre-calculus, there's a Math 161. That's like the first half of pre-calc. And then there's a Math 162. It's 2 separate classes you'll take in 2 separate semesters. So you would use the more expensive option because it's a 2-parter class. It'll last the whole year. But this class is not a 2-parter class. It would be a waste of money to get the more expensive one. Yeah, hope that makes sense. But I think that's probably the easiest way. Just pay for it. As you click on the MyLab and Mastering, it'll just prompt you. Create a username and password. Now pay for it. Okay, bada bing. Now you can go do your homework. So it's pretty, that's pretty good. I think especially because this class is everything's online, it's a lot to wrap your mind around. That's why I try not to make anything due until Saturday. And that way, if there's anything wrong, you need help, then we could get everything figured out before then. Oh, I'm sorry. Abraham, I see your hands up. I'm sorry. Do you have a question? Okay, if you want to, you can go ahead and unmute yourself or just put the question in the chat. Yeah, whatever's easier. I'm sorry. You probably had a question and now you forgot it because I took so long to ask. Sorry. But I think, let's see. Go ahead and ask any questions you want. Stop me whenever you want. But I just thought the last thing would just be maybe go over the syllabus. It's mostly a lot of introductory stuff. Hi, this is Math 111 and blah, blah, blah. It's going to be a good time. And then I wanted to make sure to say that you can do this. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters as long as you want something. You can, as long as you work hard for it, you can do it. I think I always thought I wasn't smart enough to be a science, technology, engineering, math major. I was the first one in my college or my family to go to college, and I just thought I don't think I could do it. I don't think I'm cut from the cloth or whatever. I don't belong, but anyone belongs. As long as you want it enough and you work hard for it, then you can do it. Don't worry. Yeah, I think no one tells you that, which they should, you know. You got this. So let me know if you ever have any questions too about majors and stuff. If you want to be a doctor or a nurse or a computer science major or whatever, I can try to answer any questions if you have, but if I don't know, I'll try to go find someone that does know and help you out. So this kind of gives a lot of this syllabus stuff, information we've already talked about, sort of. Yeah, this just says in Math 111, we have homework and lecture videos and quizzes. Everything's on Canvas. So as long as you do everything that you see in the modules, bing, 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 then you'll be fine. You won't miss anything. And then in Math 33, like I said, we're meeting every Tuesday and Thursday on Zoom, and all we have that's due is those worksheets that we'll work on together. So you won't ever be on your own for those. It won't be like, oh, here's a worksheet, go do it on your own. We'll do it together, or, you know, go over the answers and all that type of stuff too. So I just have to, just have to upload those when we're done. So let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry, you know, I forgot to ask the question. Yeah, so will this Zoom, you know, meeting be recorded so we can, you know, watch this over again?
Yes, definitely. Like this one I'm recording. I'm gonna try to remember every time to record it. But if anybody, you know, if you don't hear what does the lady say when you record? This meeting is being recorded or whatever. If you don't hear that, you can, if you want, you can remind me, hey, are you recording this? And I'll say, yeah, or
Okay.
oh, that's right, I forgot.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ashley. You know, I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, thank you. That's a good question. Thank you for asking. Because I've been trying to record it. That way, if you want to watch it again later because there was something you forgot, or if you just missed the Zoom, one of the sessions. Yeah.
I think that's a wise thing to do, you know?
What's that? Sorry.
I said, I think that's a wise thing to do.
Oh, good. Thank you. Okay. All right. I've never been called wise before. I feel pretty special right now. Wow. No, I'm just kidding. But really, I haven't. So thank you for saying that. And oh yeah, let's see. Oh, good. I'm glad it's helpful. And the thing about the recording too is there's probably a lot of maybe you could always fast forward and say, okay, she's just going on. Let me fast forward to the part I need. One thing I did forget to mention that's in the syllabus is my office hours. So office hours, especially if you've never been to anyone's office hours, it's pretty much just a time where your instructor is there and ready and willing to answer any questions just about the class in general or about actual specific homework problems or whatever. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so it's the same day we have, wait, what the heck? Oh, I think I messed this up. I'm sorry, I need to fix this because this Tuesday, Thursdays, how am I going to be on campus right after our Zoom session? I'm not even at campus. All right. I need to fix that. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be Mondays and Wednesdays. Should be Monday and Wednesday. I'm on campus at that time, blah, blah, blah. Just in case you want to see it, we want to go in person. This is my office, Sierra Hall. That's on West Campus on the second floor, 254. And then, dang it, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the same days we have our Zoom meeting. I need to change that. I have Zoom office hours, so that way you don't have to go to campus. If you have a question and you just don't want to drive to campus or you live far away, you can just log in. I think I'll send out the Zoom link for that. It's going to be the same Zoom link every single office hour. So every Tuesday and Thursday, you could just click on the same one.
Yeah. Excuse me,
Oh,
Mrs. Ashley, I have a question. Is Sierra, you know, because this is my first time in MJC, is Sierra Hall in West Campus or East Campus?
Yeah, West Campus. You're right. It's the
West Campus? Okay.
Yeah, I think West Campus kind of has a lot of the science, the STEM things, you know, all the science stuff, and yeah.
West Campus. Okay.
And hopefully that's convenient for everybody. The West Campus. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's the Zoom one too. You just click on it between 1 and 3 p.m. every Tuesday, Thursday. That'll be. Yeah. Oh, Samuel, that's a good point. You're right. Samuel says the West Campus is beautiful. If you ever get a chance to study there, you're right. I used to teach on the East Campus, and that was where my office was. And it's okay. You know, it's just kind of a normal college campus. And then when I went to the West Campus, I said, oh, I need to move here. And then I was able to finagle my way to get my office on the West Campus because it is beautiful. The science building, if you've never been there, it's nice. You could study there, and they have a library. You know, especially with these storms and the power outages, you could if your internet goes out or I don't know, or your power goes out, you can just go to the library on the West Campus or East Campus. They have a library too. But just you can view the Zoom or log into the Zoom session on there. So that's a good option. If you ever for some reason you lose power, your internet goes out, you could just go to campus and log in on there because they have a bunch of computers. You can do homework on there too. So yeah, that's a good point. Oh, sorry. And then Emily asked, so should we be watching the lectures before class for 111 or will we be going? Oh, that's a good question. So like, do you need to watch the Math 111 lecture videos before we do our Math 33 Zoom sessions? I don't think you have to. It's almost like the other way around to where we'll do our Math 33 meetings, these Zoom sessions, and go over, kind of review what you'll need for the Math 111 stuff. And we'll do a worksheet and hopefully that'll get you remembering stuff that you might have forgot or even learning something you never learned that you were supposed to have learned. That was my experience in high school. It said, yeah, you learned all this stuff. And then when I got to college, they said, remember how you learned that stuff? And I said, no, I did not learn that stuff. So it might be, some of it might be brand new, even though it's supposed to be a review. We'll review or do the brand new stuff in Math 33. And then when you do the Math 111 lecture video, hopefully it'll make more sense. You'll say, okay, all the background stuff that, your instructor's saying, we already know how to do this. So this part's easy. This is the new part. The stuff we already know how to do, you will know how to do, hopefully, because we went over it in Math 33. That's kind of the idea of Math 33. Like maybe you're not ready for Math 111, but we're going to get you ready just in time every week, kind of. Yeah, so don't worry about, you don't have to be at a certain point in Math 111 to do the Math 33 stuff. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that part. But there's also, oh yeah, I forgot, there's also free tutoring on campus, or I think if you go to this website here, libraryguides.mjc.edu/tutoring, or you could just go to the MJC homepage and search tutoring, then I think it gives you the hours. They have tutoring physically in person. You could just show up and they could tutor you on the spot, or you can make an appointment, or they have Zoom tutoring too, where a tutor will make an appointment with you to get on Zoom. That way, if you live far away from campus or you're at work and you have to ask questions or something, you can do that there. But I think it's pretty much 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every weekday. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I think the hours are on that website too, 5 p.m. But if if those hours, you're working those hours every day of the week, you're busy or something, and I can't make those hours, there is an option on Canvas. There's free tutoring there's next to where you see My Lab and Mastering on our Canvas page, somewhere around that area, you'll see Net Tutor. And that's just any time of day, any day of the week. It could be like 2 a.m. or whatever time you click on that. There's someone that's ready to tutor you. They probably not from MJC, but they can answer any math questions, go over any homework problems with you, stuff like that. I've heard good things about it. They say that it's helpful and it's kind of nice because it's any time of the day. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, must be someone that's just chugging coffee somewhere. Oh my God, I'm awake at 2 a.m. just in case someone has a question. I don't know. But also on campus, there's counseling and pathways. So if you need to talk to a counselor, especially if you're kind of new and you're not really sure what classes do I need to be taking for this major I want and stuff, that's a good thing to talk to them, I think. I think my first semester in community college, I think I was taking all the wrong classes. I just enrolled in a bunch of classes, and then I finally saw a counselor and they said, why are you in these classes? And I said, I don't know, they seemed good. I don't know. I said, well, your major doesn't make sense with these classes. So if you're in that boat, maybe try to talk to them. And then if you have any kind of physical or learning disability and you haven't talked to DSPS, they're the ones that make accommodations. You contact them. And then also let me know too, or if there are any accommodations you need, like some people get a longer time for their midterms or something like that. Just let me know. I think I might have already gotten an email from 1 or 2 people. I don't know if it was in this class or another class, but also veteran services. There are veteran services on the East Campus. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good. Anything else? Let's see. Communication policy. That's just more like, it might, if you email me, I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can, but it might take a little while, maybe 24 hours. On the weekends, maybe 48 hours. Just depends if I have 2 kids and if they're sick, oh my gosh, seems like they're sick all the time. I have to just take care of them all day and I barely have time to answer emails, but I'm gonna try my best. And then we put the days of our midterm and final. Oh wait, what the heck? Am I in the wrong? I might be in the wrong. I think these have the wrong dates. I got to fix them. I'm sorry. They're right on Canvas, but they're wrong on this dang syllabus. What the hell? I think I have the wrong syllabus linked in Canvas. Oh my gosh. But a lot of this stuff is right. Just the dates are, oh my gosh. Come on. And then class, oh yeah, okay, this part I haven't talked about, huh? Class grade breakdown. So what we have in Math 111 is we have quizzes. Those are worth 20%. Dang it. And this, dang it, this shouldn't be here. I need to fix this. I'm sorry. I think I have the wrong syllabus linked in there. Quizzes are worth 20%. Midterms are worth 25%, both midterms together. So each one's 12.5%. The finals worth 25 and the homework's worth 20. And this, I think this syllabus was supposed to be for a class that meets in person. So the notes you take were part of your grade, but we don't meet in person. So instead of that, if you take notes, like I said, on that PDF that I'll send soon, and you can pick up in the bookstore, if you do that, you get extra credit at the end of the semester. So I'll kind of ask, can you either upload a video of yourself flipping through your big notes packet and I can see that you've been writing on it, then you'll get extra credit for that. Or you want to scan all the pages, that's going to be a lot. Either way, it's extra credit. So that's the notes you take, they're totally optional. You don't have to take notes when you watch the lecture videos, but if you do, you will get extra credit for it later at the end of the semester. But yeah, I'm glad that came up. I need to fix this. I can't believe I have the wrong syllabus in here. Most of the material is right, but it's just the dates, the actual dates are not right. Oh my gosh. For this course, we already talked about, you're going to need a MyMathLab access, which we already talked about. You just go to Canvas, click on My Lab and Mastering, and that should give it to you. I think it was $69.99, but I think it might have gone up a little bit. It might be 72 or something. I don't know. I always like to increase the price because they can, I guess. And then also, eventually we'll need a scientific calculator. So like a TI-30 Texas Instruments, or it doesn't have to be that brand. It could be any brand. But these are actually rented for free in the MJC bookstore or library. Yeah, so if you go to the library, East Campus, West Campus, whatever, just show them your student ID and they'll give you either, it's up to you which calculator you want, but they'll give you either one for free. So it's pretty cool. Oh, Sonia says the cost is $74.99. Are you serious? Greedy son of a, MyMathLab. Sorry. Calm down, calm down. Why are they so greedy? Yeah. Oh, someone asked, I'm going to take all my notes on my laptop. Is that okay? Yeah, actually, that's probably the most convenient thing, right? It's digital. So when it's the end of the semester and I say, hey, you can get extra credit for uploading your notes for the semester, it'll be easy for you because you'll just have this digital copy. That's a good idea. If you're able to, it'll be nice to take your notes on your laptop or iPad or whatever you want to take them on. And then Samuel asked, is a TI-36 fine? Yeah, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's a good one. I think the Texas Instruments and the 30s anywhere, probably a good bet. The big ones, the TI-80 whatevers, those ones is probably too much for our purposes. I think they have too much going on. They're huge and yeah, it's too much. Yeah, good questions. Okay. And then the last page of this guy, dang it. The information's right. It kind of gives you step-by-step how to register for MyMathLab. We kind of already went over it, in this video or this Zoom session, but in case you kind of forgot or you're still not able to, dang it, I can't believe I have the wrong. Yeah, this is not fall 2022, I don't think. I still feel like it is because my brain's not ready for 2023, but I need to fix the link. I'm sorry. But still, that stuff should be good, the steps. Anyway, I've been babbling on too long, so I promise I'm done. And now I'll just leave it open for questions. And if you haven't already added yourself from the waitlist, I think you can now. But if there's anyone that added onto the waitlist within the last 24 hours, I'll give you access right after this class is over. I'll try to give everybody so that anybody can add that's on the waitlist. But okay, I promise I'm done talking. So now, if you need to log off, that's fine. I'll see you on Thursday where we'll actually do actual stuff, but please stay and ask any questions if you have any questions. But otherwise, have a good day and I'll talk to you on Thursday. Same Zoom link, so just click on the same one.
Hey, excuse me, Mrs. Ashley. Isn't the Zoom until 10:30 a.m.?
I think it's till 10:10 technically, yeah. So I'll stay here as long as anybody wants until 10:10. But usually on most days where we're actually doing a worksheet, we'll keep going till 10:10. But just today, I wanted to leave a lot of time for any questions. But you're right, 8:45 to 10:10 is our technically the time. It's kind of a random, super random time, right? 10:10. Why not just make it 10 or 10:30? They have weird times. Oh, Samuel asked, the bookstore has your lecture notes. Yeah, so if you're able to go on campus, you should see there is no bookstore on the West Campus anymore, but on the East Campus in their bookstore, you should be able to just go there and say, ask someone that works there, just say, I'm in Mrs. Yu's Math 111 class and I want the lecture notes. And they should just have a big pile. They'll give it to you for free. Just here's a big old stack of pages. And it's kind of nice. I think it's easier to understand math if you're writing the steps down as you listen to it, somehow it helps you remember it, I think. So that's a good idea. Go get those. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Professor,
Have a
is
great day.
there's obviously no textbooks in this class, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And today is an introductory Zoom.
Yes. But usually we'll be going over some review stuff and doing a worksheet together. Yeah, but you're right. Actually, if you get access to my math lab, that's the only thing you have to actually pay for. Then that will give you access to the ebook. So if you ever want, if you kind of want a textbook, you want to read it, then that'll give you access to the ebook. I forgot to say that. So thank you for asking that. But you might not need, I think most students find that just taking notes on those, if you get the notes packet in person or you get the PDF, I think most students find that sufficient to have instead of a textbook. But yeah, if you get my Math Lab access, you should be able to read the ebook if you wanted. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good question.
Okay, that's cool. So obviously, this is for Math 33 or Math 111, or is this just an introductory for both?
Yeah, it's kind of, you're right. It's kind of an introductory for both because Math 111, there's no meeting. So there's not really a time to, have an introduction. So this kind of counts for both. It's an orientation or introductory for both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, wait, Emily says, for quizzes and midterms, are we going to have to submit on our side work? Or is it just submitting the answer? Oh, good question. Emily asked, for your midterms, am I just expecting an answer for each problem, or you want the work? Yeah, I want the work too, just because if you don't show your work, then if you get the answer wrong, I can't give you any points at all. So it's better to show your work somehow, either upload the work also, or just have the work and the answer in the same area. That's probably the best, I think. That's a good question. Oh, and then someone asks for lecture. Oh, for lecture video 2.1, it's an orientation video and not a lecture video. What the heck? Thank you for saying that, because I don't think that's supposed to be the case. What?
And Professor Ashley,
Yeah.
You've been recording this, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and as soon as you close this Zoom meeting, you're gonna be posting it where? On Canvas?
Yeah, probably our Math 33 Canvas page. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to be honest, I apologize. I came a little, late. Usually I'm not like this.
Oh,
But
it's the first day. I understand.
yeah, it's unacceptable. I shouldn't have done that. And so I've missed some, lectures, right? The first 10-15 minute lectures or 10 minutes. So that's why I asked it from the beginning if you would record this and post this on Canvas.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
The first day, I'm not worried about people being late. Don't worry. It's kind of hectic and strange on the first day, There's a lot
Will I still get participation points for attending?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're doing great. I'm not worried. I'm sure you're gonna do really good in this class.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No problem.
Okay. So you clicked on Math 33 from the beginning, correct?
Oh, click on it?
Did you click on Math 33 from the beginning?
Yeah, I think that's what we did first. And I was kind of just saying, you won't see a whole lot on the Math 33 Canvas page. It'll just be, the recordings from the Zoom sessions we have, and then the worksheets that we do, and a place to upload your finished worksheet. That's pretty much all you'll see. There's nothing else on there.
Yeah, and I remember at some point you said that, there was this one student that completed everything within 2 weeks, and that you haven't posted, the rest of the week, weekly modules, and because that's why I see week 1 over here.
Yeah. Today I'm gonna go and try to get the rest of the weeks going. Just that way, if you want to get ahead, you want to go further.
Using Grammarly
Oh, shoot.
here. So the great
Sorry.
thing is
That was too loud. Yeah.
You said something about the showing our work. Is that for the quizzes? Is that what you were referring to?
Oh, Yes, someone in the chat asked they said, for quizzes and midterms. So for quizzes, the quizzes are on Canvas My Math Lab, and they're pretty much like the homework. It's like they'll ask a question and then you'll work it out on your own, and then you're just typing in an answer. For the quizzes, you don't have to show work. There's not really a way to show work, but for midterms and final, you'll actually have a PDF with the questions on it. And I want to see some kind of work just so I'm able to give you partial credit, for any problems you get wrong. If you got it wrong, I want to see the work. That way I can give you, some points for the things you did right. Because if it's just the answer, then I can't really give you any credit for it. Does that make sense? I hope. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's a good question. I'm glad that was a good. Sometimes I forget to say things and then people ask the perfect question. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you for that. Yeah. So I need to fix that section 2.1 lecture video. I do see that it's linked to a weird, I don't know what it is. It says there's no video or something, or you said it's an orientation video. I don't know how I did that wrong. So thank you for mentioning that. I gotta fix that. And then I'll give anyone the ability to add from the waitlist now, because I did it yesterday, but in case anyone added onto the waitlist since then. Yeah.
I added from the wait list. Does that add both classes, the 33 and the 111? I don't have to do anything separately.
That's
I see that I'm in 111 and 33 on campus. Does that mean I'm in both?
Yeah, okay, then you should be good. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that when you add into one class, it just automatically adds you in the other. That's good, because what if students don't know that they're, you have to take them together. Now it kind of forces them to take them together, I guess. Good, okay. That's good to know. Awesome.
Hey, Mrs. Ashley, Professor Ashley, I have another question.
Okay.
So, what was the question? So I see section 1.4, complex numbers lecture video, and it's a good thing that you post lecture videos before assignments so that we would have a better idea of how to, do them. So should we start this now, or do we have any other, is that our assignment for today, or do we not have any assignment to do?
Actually today there's nothing due. It's the first thing due. Well, I guess in Math 33 we'll have something due on Thursday, because that's when we'll do our Zoom session, But in Math 111, there's nothing due until Saturday, because I thought I want to give a few days in case people have a hard time getting into my math lab and that kind of thing. So nothing due today, just Saturday. Yeah.
So yeah, Math 33 is due Thursday, right?
Yeah. And I might actually give you extra time just in case you're not able to upload it, or you're having technical difficulties. I might even give you till Friday. That way you can finish it up.
But is it okay to start right now? Is there any problem to start right now? Or?
No, go. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to get ahead. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like I said, the week 1 modules there in Math 111, but the rest aren't yet. But I'm gonna try to get them appearing soon so you can get ahead. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
If you could work on them super early and just get them all done. Get it over with and just relax. That would be nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Good question.
Okay. And this is Math 33. In Math 33, we have worksheets, and Math 111, we have what assignments?
Just 111, there's homework that's from my math lab. You'll see it on Canvas, so that you never really have to go to my math lab's website. You should just be able to see all of it on Canvas, and then quizzes every Friday. But the quizzes look a lot like the homework. It's just, they look a lot like the homework. They're almost all the same looking thing.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's confusing. There's a lot to get used to. There's worksheets, here there's homework, and then there's quizzes. Oh my gosh, it's too much. It's confusing.
Yeah. So when I clicked on Math 33, it says no modules have been defined for this course, but I see to-do lists.
Oh.
And those to-do lists, they seem to be Zoom links, right?
Oh, is that for Math 33 or Math 111?
33.
Yeah, you're right. In Math 33 right now, I think there's nothing you need to do really. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to upload the first worksheet, and then probably by Thursday you'll see it uploaded. And that'll be the only thing due Thursday. Yeah, but nothing due yet in Math 33.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and let's see. Anthony asked, "Do we technically need the actual math lab if we just lecture video?" Oh, so that's a good question. Anthony asks, do we need my math lab if we watch the lecture video? So the lecture videos, is how you kind of get ready to do the homework, but the math lab is really just giving you access to the homework. So the homework that you're going to complete online, you won't be able to do it unless you have My Lab. So pretty much paying for My Lab allows you to do the homework, which is kind of weird. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the quizzes as well. Yeah, the homework and the quizzes are through My Lab. So that's our math lab. That's why we got to make sure we get that, or else we can't do the quizzes or the homework.
And where do I find my math lab?
Oh, it should be, let's see, if you go to, let's see, maybe I could share my screen. Yeah, then if you're in the Math 111 Canvas page, you should be able to click on My Lab and Mastering here on the left side. And that should be able to get you, they'll prompt you, ask all these questions, and it'll ask you to fill in different things, and it'll get you access to my math lab.
Wait, I'm sorry. What do I click on again?
It should be this. Can you see this on my screen? The My Lab and Mastering on Canvas.
My Lab and Mastering. Okay, wait, hold on.
Right now I'm sharing my screen, so you should, hopefully you could see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I see it. I see it.
Oh,
I'm just
nice.
trying to go on the computer. Yeah.
Nice, good. That's where you'll go to access it for the first
You
time.
know, unfortunately, I'm using my phone because I'm having issues with my computer, with my
Oh,
laptop. Normally, it's not like that.
oh, yeah, I understand. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could always work on the homework in the library too. If you ever, yeah, you're not able to at home, they have computers there if you want to. Yeah, and then once, I
Yeah,
think,
I really, and you know, it's sad to say, I really don't understand why I can't reach to it. Because, let's see.
but, oh, Jenny asks, are quizzes due by 11:59 on Fridays? Yes, that's what I tried to do for quizzes or homework. It should all be due at 11:59 p.m. on their due dates, you know, homework on Wednesdays or Saturdays, 11:59 p.m. And then quizzes as well. Yeah. So quizzes, I think you have, I can't remember, 2 or 3 attempts. So you could take a quiz early if you wanted to, just as long as it's done by that Friday. And if you don't do as well as you like, maybe study that material a little more, and then you can take it again. As long as it's before that Friday at 11:59 p.m. Yeah. You
Yeah,
get,
I'm sorry, Professor Ashley. I'm gonna have to go on my computer and, you know, find it myself because on the phone, I'm using it through the internet and, you know, I couldn't find where it says, you know, home, syllabus, My Lab and Mastering. So, yeah.
okay. Well, if you have
Yeah.
trouble, let me know. Maybe email me, huh? If you have any questions or you can't figure it out or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Right now, no, you don't have to keep staying in this meeting if you don't have any questions. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
If you're all done, you know, you understand, then you can log out and I'll just see you on Thursday. Let's see. Okay, Jacob asks, please correct me if I'm wrong, but is Math 33 graded based on participation in the Zoom meetings? Yeah, pretty much for Math 33, your grade, I think actually Math 33, you don't get a grade of A, B, C, D, F, you know, you get pass or no pass. So it won't affect your GPA either way, this Math 33, but it'll be pretty much just the worksheets that we do. If you complete the worksheets every week, every Tuesday, Thursday, then that's pretty much what your grade will be based on. If you do at least 70% of those worksheets, or if at least your average on the worksheets is a 70%, then you're gonna get a P for pass in Math 33. But if you don't do 70% of them, you do less than that, then you get a no pass. But it won't affect your GPA. Math 33 won't, but Math 111 will. There's an ABC grade for Math 111. A, B, C, D, F. Yeah.
Okay, so Professor Ashley, you know, I think I'm gonna have to end. I'm gonna have to leave from now.
Okay.
Thank you for all the information that you provide for me, and I appreciate the fact that you'll be posting this Zoom on. You said Math 33.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
No problem.
And you know, I'll contact you if I have any questions through Canvas. Correct?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds great. Perfect. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll go over Math 111, the syllabus, the everything, you know, on the lists, you know. So yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah. Let me know if you have any. Yeah. Email me if you have any on Canvas, if you have any questions or concern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you got
Thank
it.
you very much. Okay. You have a good one, Professor.
You too. I'll see you Thursday. Thanks.
Okay. Thursday, what time? 8:30.
8:45. Yeah. 8:45. I think I had the Zoom. I know it looks weird because in the Zoom meeting it says it starts at 8:30, but
Yeah, because when I registered, it said 8:45 to 10:10 Tuesday and Thursday, virtual Zoom. And when I went on Canvas, you put 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. I'm like,
Oh,
wow, I was shocked.
I'm sorry. I think I need to change the times. I think I made it for 8:30 just in case people wanted to log in early for some reason, but I think I shouldn't do
Yeah.
that because it makes people confused thinking it starts at 8:30. So I should probably
Yeah.
change. Thank you for saying something. You're right. Good
No
thinking.
problem. No problem, Professor Ashley. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll see you at 8:45 on Thursday. Good times. It'll be
Okay.
fun.
And we'll be going over Math 111 and 33 again, or what will we be doing again on Thursday?
We'll go over some kind of review in the Thursday Zoom session, some review topic, and then we'll work on a worksheet together. And once you're done with the worksheet, then you can just upload it and log out. Yeah, and then that's pretty much what we'll do every Tuesday or Thursday in Math 33.
Every Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, so the homework section 1.4 is due January 14th, correct?
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Which is Saturday.
Right.
And they're both of the homework sections, 2.1 as well.
Right, yeah. 1.4, 2.1 are due. In the beginning, it's 2 sections due every Saturday, every Wednesday, but by week 3, there'll only be 1 section due Wednesday, 1 section due Thursday. Or sorry, 1 section due Wednesday, 1 section due Saturday. Yeah, right now it seems like a lot, but it'll slow down once we get to the chapter 3 material.
And is there anything due this Wednesday or Thursday?
No, not this week. I thought this week, just in case people have a hard time getting in my math lab, I won't make anything due. Just Saturday's the first thing due. But from then on, it'll be Wednesdays homework, Friday quiz, Saturday homework, and then same thing.
Okay. Wednesday homework, Friday quiz, Saturday homework.
Yeah, I know it's kind of weird, but
No,
yeah.
it's okay. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And let me know if you have any troubles with it or questions. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.